Source, we love you. You're the only one we need. Source, we thank you. You're the only one we need. Source, you are true. So we look to you. Yes, yes.
Hey y'all, so I'm going back to the olden days where I was just doing videos in podcast form, because I really came across a crazy download, and I was urged by King Osiris, what's up, man, to do this download. He said he wants this shit right now, okay? I'm actually recording right next to my son, so you're probably gonna hear his snoring. I don't give a fuck what you think about his breathing, motherfucker, if you hear, okay? Fuck you, okay? Yeah. Nigga, a lot of people snore. But also the smoke detector is in the background to give us more confirmation. So Osiris was like, yeah, because I have a Patreon where I do extended readings. I also go into histories and mysteries of I guess renowned deaths, I would say, so celebrities, people from Black Lives Matter, even just high profile cases that, a lot of people may or may not know about, I also do that over there on Patreon, and I have not been able to be as consistent as I want because I'm facing a lot of spiritual warfare and black magic, and hence why Osiris actually wanted this download now, because he was gonna actually want to be one of my first episodes that I post of that type of thing on Patreon. So you guys are getting a free Patreon reading. Okay. I might as well market as that, right? And speaking of which, I did do free extended readings to a pick a card reading in the past, especially if you're waiting on your twin flame or your other half, cosmic divine union, whoever you identify with, your other whole, because I believe in people have to be two wholes to come together and make an even bigger hole. Let's just say that, okay? But two hoes need to leave this man alone, okay? And go be hoes by your damn selves, okay? Start your business elsewhere, okay? He does not want your company no more, okay? He's found somebody. So this ain't even got nothing to do with Osiris. What Osiris wanted me to say, I just got this download just now. Yes, two hoes, and they actually in cahoots with each other. They're in cahoots with each other, and they know each other is messing with this one man, but this man don't know that they know, okay? I'm getting that R. Kelly and Usher song, Same Girl. I think we're messing with the same girl. So they just told me that. And but the plot, the plot twist is, okay, they doing all this shit behind the scenes. And then the man, he's intuitive, and he's like, it's something ain't right about these hoes. And then now I'm getting that song, Ty Dollar Sign. I think it's Ty Dollar Sign. I don't think it's Ty, but if it is, I'm sorry. I was trying to get your name right because I'm very respectful of people's names, and I respect you because you didn't give me no weird vibes. Okay, you ain't giving me no weird vibe. Ty Dollar Sign. Okay, so his higher self is tapped in. If y'all don't know, I know. I be tapping into everybody higher self. Well, everybody higher self be trying to tap into me, trying to hit me up, all up in my DMs. Okay, aka brain and shit. Okay, penile gland, however y'all look at it. okay? What up, Rob? Father got Rob, mother got his yeah. What's up? Mommy bear, King Teddy, my buddy. Okay, see, I can't show them right now, so I wasn't even really thinking about shouting them out. They was like, we want our shout out gods and goddesses in the heavenly realm. Come on up in here, okay? Y'all already they screaming. Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina. I felt their energy off the top as soon as I push the button. So I also get that Horus and his mother, Lady Isis, is here. Also Seth and Nephthys, So if you don't know these people, I may tell you a little bit about them as I get to this story, but I needed to tell this download right quick. They just gave this download and it's so juicy and shit. Are y'all at the edge of y'all seat about this? Because maybe this confirmation for somebody. Can y'all tell me in the comments? I will respond. Tell me. Let me know. Share, okay? And speaking of which, I'm not gonna forget this disclaimer because I wasn't gonna even touch the disclaimers because I didn't even do my introduction, okay? This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real with that trill. Give you a thrill that is beauty filled with looks that would kill. Hey, okay, if you don't know me already, so if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in and trusting me to be your reader. I hope that you consider subscribing and joining this family, this kingdom of God we're building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot, you are king. You are kings and queens, but we call them here gods and goddesses. So welcome to the family. You are tuned into God's Kingdom of Tarot show. You better act like you know, and that's God's with the apostrophe after the S. Okay, this is they tarot show. Okay, and I'm just being a messenger, so they present me, and they love speaking through me. I'm telling y'all, all these higher selves hitting me up, and Osiris higher selves is like, yeah, I am fucking fed up. So you need to tell my story, okay? So before I get to that, but I wanted to tell y'all that disclaimer. If you're a tarot reader or any type of intuitive reader, whatever you do, motivational speakers, pastors, celebrities, anybody trying to tap into my energy, you have been banned, okay? You can see your ass out the fucking door. And don't let it hit you in the back. Actually, make sure it don't close too loudly, okay? Okay? Okay. Because somebody got me fucked up, okay? I heard somebody already trying to tap into my energy. But if you do, and I'm telling you this, some gonna come for your ass because there will be dire consequences. I have sacred energy that I tap into, and my energy is sacred in general, so they're very picky about who comes into my readings and stuff like that. And you came to hear my story. You came to hear what I have to say from gods and goddesses in the heavenly realm, okay? So why are you tapping into my energy? I didn't come seeking you. I probably don't even need your shit, okay? You need my shit, and you don't have permission to take my shit, though. So don't do it. And if you already did it, slap your hand and repent, okay? All right. And if you don't notice by now, I curse mother and father God do too. And if you don't think so, you definitely have a demon in you. I suggest, or you can choose to get on board or go somewhere else and talk to the Lord and Lady. I don't know what you're here for because I spit nothing but the love, magic, and truth. And that includes uncensored content too. Yeshua and Mary Magdalene is here. And Yeshua had 4 kids. So Yeshua was an incarnation of many others, including Osiris, that we're talking about today. But especially he represents the youth energy. And he also had 4 kids even after he was crucified, okay? And they had to hide them. Mother Marie could be here. I named my mommy Cleo after her. And if you haven't been tuned into any of my videos or you new here, I've said in many of my other videos now how my mom is Cleo, or why I call my mommy Cleo. So I'm not gonna get into that too much. Okay. And she be shy. She's so shy. She's so cute. Okay, my mom want me so cute, okay? But she wanted her glory right now, so I'm guessing that. I'm actually recording this when the new moon is in Pisces. It's actually a crescent moon now. When I'm recording this, and she was looking so beautiful. She was looking tight, okay? She had this shadow look to her, and you know, if you really look at it and you see where the moon is supposed to be and it's not shaded in yet, that just looks so beautiful to me at that point. It almost looked like the crescent part was the diamond of a ring or something. So maybe she's resembling that, because I always even refer to her as the pearl in the sky for our love. We can lose with her on our side. We find strength in each tear we cry. From now on, it will be you and I, with our ribbon in the sky, our ribbon in the sky, our pearls in the sky for our love. Yes, that's Stevie Wonder, Ribbon in the Sky. I try to remix it, but you know, some should be sounding good originally. Okay. I tried, but I refer to her as the Pearl in the Sky, inspired by that song. So the moon is all up in this relationship. So somebody mama's all up in this relationship, where somebody's soul is meeting someone's soul. They seeing their soul for the first time. They think they met this person, but they didn't really meet their soul when they met this person. So now they see who this soul is. And that's basically what I'm about to say about Osiris. But like I was saying, I got another download, and I was talking about Ty Dolla $ign. And I was getting that song Paranoid by him. And, you know, it says, two of my bitches in the club, I think they know about each other. Yeah. I think these bitches trying to set me up. Baby, I'm just paranoid. And I'm paranoid, I'm tripping, I've been smoking, I've been sipping, I'm fucking around with two bitches, but I never make these hoes my missus. So, to relate that back to the story, like I was saying, these two girls, and I got that as the second song. I forgot what the first song was. Oh, Usher, Same Girl. But yeah, the two girls, they know they mess with the same man, so they ain't cool about each other. They talk about this man behind his back and stuff. They set him up, do stuff, and you know. And then I got the Ty Dolla $ign one when I was thinking about the guy, though, because the guy, he's kind of intuitive, so he's kind of onto their game. He don't really know. He don't know that these girls trying to set him up or anything like that. But he got a feeling that these motherfuckers ain't up to no good. And that's why he said, I'll never make these hoes my mistress. And that's why I said it's a plot twist to this story, because he know this. He got this inkling. So he started venturing off elsewhere. And then he found his missus. Okay. And then now he got to break the fucking news to these two fucking girls. Because I feel like the reason why he got two girls is he call himself a pimp, okay? He call himself a pimp, and he don't want to be a pimp game no more. He like, why I got these two? What I got these two hoes for when this girl could get all of me and I could get all of her? Okay, I need stats, okay? But flip it how you need to, whoever you're interested in. But it's like it's a third party, well, two people in cahoots who are both mistresses, and they want to be the missus, but they want to be the missus so bad that they willing to set this nigga up, okay? So, so I'm even getting, like, I even brought up the pearl in the sky, the diamond in the sky. You know, I'm even getting, like, one of them even made a bet, like, if you marry him, you know, like, do the such and such this, or you know, like, I don't know, like they made a plan. So if one person ends up marrying them, it's like they're gonna get proceeds from something. Like, so maybe they're gonna split the gifts from the wedding. Maybe they're gonna set this nigga up so he could cheat and violate infidelity clause or something, and a prenup. So a prenup is on the table for somebody as well. I posted I'm also on Facebook under the same name without tarot on it. So if you're interested in seeing more spiritual content, a variety of content, I go live and I'll show my face a little bit more over there. But I've been trying to show my face more here on YouTube as well. But so check it out if you're interested in Facebook or you use Facebook like that. But I did post a short over there about my views on the prenup, and I feel like fuck a prenup because at the end of the day, like if y'all supposed to be together and I claimed I loved you and we claimed we loved each other, like that genuine love that made us get married, not this fucking arrangement as love that these bitches trying to set up. Like I'm gonna have more when I acquire whatever I acquire in the marriage. It's probably going to be way more than what I walked in with or way more than they walked in with. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, I'm not marrying you for what you already have already. So the prenup may or may not be relevant, but that's why I just say fuck it all together, because I think that's even like, like that's already putting, shooting a shot at each other, like, whoever wants the prenup or favors the prenup or something like that, or even proposes the idea of a prenup. It's like, why do you think I want already what you have? And why aren't you willing to share what you have already? Okay. Why aren't you willing to share that? That's already showing me something about the other person or, whoever the person is. But, my stance is fuck that shit. But I posted a quick short about that, on there. And they brought me back to it. And I almost posted it on here too. I may just post it on here just because I brought it up again. And maybe that's what Spirit wants as well. So I posted over here too. So you guys know. Yeah. So. But yeah, so, and so he was venturing out and he found a girl. He was like, it made him even question, like, why am I trying to be a pimp? Why do I even want two girls? Why, like, so the pimp could be like these girls are making him money or something. I don't know, but I feel like the pimp thing is just like a way of life, a lifestyle or player aspect. I guess that's a better way to put it. But I feel like pimp was a easier way to put it because that applies more with a lot of situations. Okay. Yeah. So, and I'm sorry if you guys get distracted by the smoke detector. I think I mentioned that earlier. But I know what that means. I know what it means, but I do it. I leave the batteries unchanged on purpose for one of them, to give me confirmation, so I have other smoke detectors, especially the one in the kitchen. So, so if you even judging me like, she needs to change the batteries, it's for a reason, and that should be on point. If you really listen to it, even when I listen to some of my videos, like, I noticed like, damn, it confirmed it, like it confirmed what I knew, and then it confirmed me making sure that God was okay with that. So that's another way Spirit confirms, like a lot of people have different confirmations, and I think I had to break that down because somebody really gets annoyed with that type of shit. And there's also a possibility that some people don't even hear it, like I know people who could hear this noise and like be in the same room with me and not hear this noise at all. And even if you ask them about it, like, I don't want to hear it now. Like, don't bring it to my attention. But yeah, he's like, so he got to break the news to these bitches, and he gonna break the news to these bitches, and he gonna be like, yeah, what y'all here for again? I feel like it's gonna be, that's probably why I'm getting this pimp. It more resonates with like a pimp descriptor versus like just a player descriptor, because it's like this pimp like says anything he wants to, and I hope that it's not hinting at Cat Williams again, okay? Because this nigga just, I don't know, see, I don't know, I heard the chirping, but I'm just disregarding. This nigga be running after my energy like he running, jumping over hurdles or something, like literally jumping, like running and jumping, like I feel like that's his frequency and my energy. Okay? Damn. Cat Williams, damn, you bored? What the fuck are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing? Okay? But anyway. But yeah, so, and yeah, he like, yeah, what what I got you hoes around here for? Why are y'all here again? You know, like, what are you doing for me again? Okay. Because it's not a pimp relationship where this pimp is providing protection in exchange for the woman selling her body, you know, with someone other than him. You know, I don't think it's that relationship. It could be though. Shit. Like I said, take what you need to take, y'all. But I feel like it's only like that because I only feel that way because he doesn't do that with like he don't make them go out there and sell themselves, and that's why they're willing to, you know, be working together, because like it's a dysfunctional relationship, but it works. Like at the same time, it's toxic as fuck, you know, like, because even though these girls working together, they don't get along that well. Okay, they working together, and each of them are working behind each other's back. Like, damn, this whole story is just like unfolding like that. So maybe this is even related to something Osiris about to freaking unveil, I feel. So Osiris, let's get to Osiris now. So, but please, if that resonated with you guys, please let me know. Yeah. And Spirit has been having me on a hiatus too. And I was like, okay, I won't do one, you know, because my mommy. Yeah, if y'all tarot reader and y'all been picking up energy, like a mother is doing spell work on her child, it's my mommy, y'all. Especially if you hear, you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's my mommy. My mommy admitted to me. She's like, yeah, I'm that bitch, okay? Because my mommy like to call me bitch. She's like, yeah, I'm that bitch right there, okay? Because like she's like, you don't slow down. Her and my daddy be saying that. Mother and father guys say that about me all the time. You don't be slowing down unless we make you sick. I'm like, okay, because they do the most. Like when I started doing videos like this the first time, it's because they broke my tripod on purpose. And it was because I was doing too much at once. And so it was like, okay, this, I want you to start doing them like this to help their brain waves. So that's why I originally started doing tarot readings over podcast form, you know. First of its kind, okay? Just know that. Even if you see people doing it already to this day, and you saw them do it in the past, it was because of me, okay? They didn't see that was a possibility until I did it. And a lot of the motherfuckers still copy me to this day. So I'm not surprised. But anyway, so she was like, see, she won her presence today, but she be shy. Like she be like, because even as I'm recording this, like she's still on a hook for a pick a card reading. And like when I first told her I was going to do a pick a card reading, she got so nervous because she was like, because I just posted a video about God making you wait so you could remember how you feel when you start feeling bad for the other person, and then you won't care at all. Like that's what the title was. And I opened up a lot about my mother there as well. And she said she was like crying for days at a time after I recorded that video. So like not too long after, I was like, okay, I sensed that she wanted to pick a card. So I was like, okay, I'll do your pick a card next. She's like, no. So she been making me like stall like before doing her pick a card. So it's funny that she's like wanting to be in the shadows, but she wants to be out right now. So she like, yeah, Osiris gonna get his time. This is that time of going. But I'm about to talk real quick. Okay. So my mama been doing spell work on me. It's basically my mama. And it's been like, because they forceful like that. They like, instead of just really asking me politely, they know how to get me to stop. They're passive aggressive towards me, okay? They're passive aggressive towards me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. All you got to do is ask, and I'll stop. You know, like I'll try it every now and then, you know, but you know, I'll stop. I'll listen to you. But you know, like, and then they do it to fuck with me too. And but as I was saying that, I was also thinking about how Father God Ra told me He's like, I am here, okay? He said, he steals stuff from me on purpose and helps me look for it. Like, he really that nigga that steals something from you and help you look for it. Like, and it was so funny when he admitted it to me, because I was like, are you saying you that nigga that would steal something from me and help me look for it? He's like, yeah, I'm that nigga. I have to be that nigga sometimes. Because sometimes, like, I would lose something, like something as big as a car key. He stole my car key from me, okay, and helped me look for it. And I didn't even notice he stole it from me until I got to where I needed it, okay? So it was horrible, okay? And he was helping me look for it and stuff. And he guided me to a place. He guided me to a place or someone who could provide me that car key. So, yeah, shout out to you, okay? I love you so much. I still love you, okay? I would never forget that. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, if you know, you know. But yeah, y'all, it's so funny when they reveal certain things to me about like stuff like that. Like, I'll be like, y'all be so passive aggressive towards me, like, and they don't even have to. But that also shows me like how high their temper is. Like, so they do stuff like that to, you know, like, protect me. And it's not just like, oh, protect me from harm. It's like really to protect me because they know how crazy they are. Like, a switch goes off in their head, you know, like when people do stuff to me. And I'm not saying this in a braggadocious way or whatever. I'm not saying it like that, but they like that with a lot of y'all too. Like, they like that with a lot of y'all, okay? If you a person, you call somebody and, you know, they're going through something, either because at first I just thought it was one way. It was one possibility that, you know, if you call somebody and then they're going through something, I thought it only meant like you're an empath and you're sensitive. But that also showed me that, you know, like, you called that person and they're going through something is because they were doing something to you specifically, and you needed to know that way. You know, you needed to know that way opposed to being told by somebody else. Like, it was a prediction I had in my reading. Actually, no, it was about spell work. And yeah, so I posted a lot of black magic spell work indicator videos, especially on YouTube. YouTube, I did like dibbled and dabble in it. It wasn't. Actually, I did a collective one and a pick a card. So on YouTube, I did a pick a card and a collective reading about black magic and spell work, you know, generational curses, I believe, as well. Secrets and hidden things behind your back. And a lot of it included spell work. You know, a lot of it included black magic and what type of indicators are showing this black magic is happening. And Mother Lady Isis, she's the lady of magic. So so I see why these certain personalities are coming out even before I tell you guys. Well, Osiris wanted me to tell them, you know, like, because I even said, like, I was like, I'm not really a person who's used to recording like short videos. Like, I'll try, you know, because a lot of what I say, I could say it like very quickly, but then they'll give me more downloads, like full downloads at that moment. And they want me to say it right then and there. It's not something that I could reflect back on like I'm doing right now with some of these stories. But when I was about to do his video, I was like, I don't know if I have much to say, you know, like, so I normally don't spend too much time on short videos, you know, like I'll just probably loop it into a longer video, like I just did with that story about Mother and Father God. But, you know, like, I feel like this is why he wanted me to do it, because he wanted this type of thing to unfold, you know, like, so if Osiris is a part of one of the incarnations of Jesus, you know, because Jesus was all that, you know, Jesus was the psychic, you know, like, but he was more he looked like a man, you know, like, so many people identify him as just a man, but he was the closest one that looked like just a man that was very magical, you know. And I hope I'm saying that right. I feel like I am, but I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, so I don't really waste time with short videos, but and I was saying, like about Osiris magic, like he is a god of the underworld only because of what he went through, of his experiences. Okay, so I'm intrigued by how it is gonna unfold. I know what he wanted me to say, but I like how he's unfolding this, and I hope you're enjoying this too. Please don't forget to like the video, and that'll really show me that you care. Okay, and share it, but I really like it. That'll really show me that you care. Thank you so much for that. May God bless you just for that. Now that's fair. I love you, mwah, and I care too. So so let's get to Osiris. I think that's all they wanted me to say, but I hope you're following along with me. I don't know if I'm gonna timestamp it. I could for you, but so Osiris gave me his download today, he's this energy. Okay, so if you think of okay, let's do some visualization. They love visualization. So Ra is an incarnation of everybody, okay? I mean, Ra makes the incarnations, basically of the men. And then Mother Ma'at, or, Mother Goddess, whoever you identify as the first Mother God energy, she told me she likes to be called Ma'at, but whatever you identify with her as, but she has many names, like Mother Lady Isis, which is Osiris' wife. So I I like to so with this visualization, let's just start with painting a picture of what type of guy Osiris is. Okay, so let's start by that. Okay, but before we get to that, if you haven't heard, in case you haven't heard it already, so me and Osiris, okay, so I remember Osiris from my past life. I know who Osiris is, and I know what I was and who I was to Osiris, okay, in the past. Okay, so knowing that, you guys probably heard this before. So me and Osiris, we have this this in-law relationship. Basically, it's basically an in-law relationship, or even boyfriend, girlfriend's family relationship, but they're considered in-laws if you're not married. Okay, so what that relationship where y'all have to be cordial for the sake of being in love with each other's family member, but y'all don't fuck with each other like that. So when you guys greet each other, well, I always have to put this here because he always reminds me. He even though I feel this way towards him, I know what kind of person he is. Okay, I know it. Okay, and we're gonna get into that in a visualization. But he doesn't feel like this towards me, but he just goes along with it. He goes along with it because he understands. Okay, he understands why I feel this way towards him. But he gives me love. He gives me love. He always he deals with me like he always hopes we will be best friends someday. Or he's trying to get the approval from his in-law parent. Not just just family in-law, but the parent. Especially the dad. But it could be the mom too, depending on the dynamic of the relationship. But he treats me like, he's gonna always be nice and cordial to get there until they receive that approval from their parents, mother or father-in-law. And so he doesn't give me that energy back, but I feel like the relationship functions like that in order for him to give me my space and understand, and then me to actually sit in my feelings and feel what I gotta feel, as long as I gotta feel it. So I every time I come across Osiris energy, I just be like, oh, Osiris, Osiris, and he be like, what up, Quilla? I can't give you a hug. I be like, get back, put the full fear removing mudra next in front of him. Like, get back. He'd be jumping on me like this pit bull. Like, no, get back. Okay, I know what the fuck you did. Okay, stop it. Okay. But he still loves me. So I wanted to get that out the way in case you guys didn't know that about Osiris and me. Stop, Osiris. Okay. Because he was in my dream. And I beat up somebody without touching them. And he ran. He was at the car. He beat me to the car, okay? And he brought it back up during a reading one time in the past. If you saw that reading, let me know in the comments, please. But he brought it back up from that reading, before. And he was like, because I was talking about like, yeah, it was a man, and he was back at the car. I was defending his ass, you know. And I was talking about the protection thing earlier too. So see, like I said, I love how it's unfolding. I know it sounds like it's all over the place, but it needs to go like this. It's a part of the story. But you know, like I was a protector, and he was in the car. He had a scary ass in the car. He sat there and let them do the shit. Okay. I hope you got some good energy, Mike Abs. You sat there and let them do the shit. Why you gonna sit there and let them do the shit? Okay. I feel here too. Nah, how you gonna try to hook me up with the little sister that bigger than the big sister? Stop it. Stop. Oh goodness, that tickled somebody. Okay, so yeah, so let's get into our visualization. Okay, so the Mother God likes this visualization, but I think Father God likes visualization for me even more. So it makes sense it's coming out on a Father God incarnation reading. So take some time with me. Take a big deep breath before you do this too. Take a big deep breath and then just close your eyes. Reside in that breath with your eyes closed. Reside in that breath. Don't take a breath and then close your eyes. Reside in that. Like have your eyes closed and as you're taking that breath. Okay? If you don't understand what I mean. I hope that makes sense though. Yeah, so and don't cheat, okay? You can't cheat, you can't copy, okay? This is my shit. Okay? Don't try to take it. Everybody do it, but they don't do it like me, okay? So don't try to take it, okay? Do it how everybody else doing it. Then, okay. I had to tell somebody, because I got some copycats and shit. And most of my subscribers right now, they tarot readers and shit, and they be taking my shit and taking it back to the channel and then try to put different words and shit. I was like, what are y'all doing? You studying all my damn readings? Like they would literally take a line out of my reading and then use it as a topic for their fucking reading. So that's why I was saying that earlier, even about like having a lot to say and having a hard time doing short readings and shit. Because motherfuckers could just clip my shit and then make a whole fucking reading out of it. That's how much I fucking say and download. Okay? So I'm tired of y'all fucking taking my shit. And y'all getting more monetization than me. You getting bored, huh? You getting bored, you run out of ideas because you stealing from me. Okay? That's showing that your access is being revoked, okay? And they slowly residing in that revocation, okay? Like I just told you with your eyes should be closed too. Still. Anyway, so yeah, don't open your eyes, don't cheat, don't copy either, okay? And don't copy the person next to you too, okay? It's a pass up in here, because they love saying that shit, okay? Turn to your neighbor and tell him, like, bitch, I don't want to talk to nobody right now. Okay? Sorry. I don't like when y'all say that. I don't like it. I be like, I don't want to tell them that. Turn to your neighbor, and then they have a whole fucking paragraph. Turn to your neighbor and say, God is not in it. And yesterday I woke up, and then I'm going to walk the dog, and my dog is going to get out of surgery. And turn to your neighbor and tell him that. Like, you going to give me a whole thing. So a dog is very important. Oh, yeah, and then the first time I did this visualization on this channel, it was about a pit bull. So That's funny. Anyway, so yeah, all of that. Visualize all of that just came into the energy. Okay, even the pastors and shit. Okay, it serves a purpose. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you about who Osiris is. You sit into this energy, because what they say about Osiris is not true. Okay, none of the story really is true. Okay, it really ain't true. Because what really happened? Osiris was this nigga. Okay. We would call him a fuck boy in these days, okay? He told me to say this, y'all. That's why I said I be feeling a certain type of way towards him, but he don't feel like that. He like, say it again, man. Say it again, okay? Let them know who I am. Because if you think about this, you still visualizing, still eyes closed. If you think about this, it's like this was literally just a role for him. It was a role for him to play. So he loves that type of role. He likes hearing about that type of role. Like, if you're OG here, like you would know, like, I say that a lot about Ra. Like, Ra likes certain incarnations of him. Like, Rick James could be here, whatever. Like, that was one of his favorite incarnations, like, but it was just a role, like Michael Jackson is another one of his, hey, Michael Jackson, hey, mwah, and Archangel Michael, like, he liked certain incarnations, okay? Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, like, especially the comical ones that really spoke their mind and shit. Shout out to y'all. Hey, y'all. John Witherspoon. Like, the comical people. I was about to say little people. Nah, comical people. I don't know where little came from. So, somebody named Little or something? But, anyway, so, yeah, so Osiris likes hearing about this role of himself because, like, what that role turns out to be. So what he is now, so what he is now is different in layman's terms, without lack of better words right now, because I need to build up this story. Anyway, sorry. See, they got a lot to say. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep on saying sorry in that regard, because I feel like I am jumping all over the place, but please bear with me. Yeah. So, so you got to visualize Osiris as this fuckboy, okay? And like I say, what he used to be in that incarnation is different to what he is now. But he has similar characteristics. And those similar characteristics from what he used to be is what pisses him off now, okay? He likes hearing about it, from my perspective, I guess, but he doesn't like that these incarnations are doing those same things, if that makes sense, because he likes being different than what he used to be, if that makes sense. And I told the story about the man pimping two girls. I'm saying pimping easy, but anyway. And he now wants to make one person that's outside of this pimp relationship his missus, okay? And this person is not new. Like, she not new, or he not new. Like, whoever this person outside of this relationship that was understood, they're not new. But he sees that soul differently now. What he saw with this person before, he didn't see at first, okay? And that's related to what I was talking about, Osiris. He's different than what he is in the future. So, so Osiris, your eyes should still be closed. And like I said, all of it's gonna tie together, okay? And he's this fuck boy. He was with Mother Lady Isis, okay, during a time of the story, okay? So he was this fuck boy who stayed at home. But he didn't have to work. He didn't have to work to show how he could provide for a woman, because he was a king. He was King Osiris, okay? And he would just sit on his throne, entertain these women who are fanning him, okay? Entertain these women, bringing him water and all this shit, and sitting right next to Mother Lady Isis, okay? Mm-hmm. And she got the same man on her side. Like, she got bringing her water and stuff like that. And they sit next to each other. But Mother Lady Isis just accepts it for what it is. Actually, these motherfuckers, these men around her discuss her. Okay? Yeah. And Osiris. So I'm envisioning Osiris is like, if we're facing Osiris and Isis and we're at the bottom approaching Isis. Isis is on the right side. And Osiris is on the left side. Okay, this is visualization, so that's why it's very important. Do not cheat. Okay, do not cheat. Okay, just visualize it. And so they do all this all day. You know, people come to. Yeah, I'm actually visualizing it, envisioning it. Like the Remember the Time video, you know, that's been coming up so much on my channel, you know, and that means Queen Nefertari and Nefertiti is here, you know, because that is depicted of their part in the story. So beautiful. So I'm getting like this. It's this one day. Like, okay, so all this is happening, and Isis comes home and tells Osiris this every day. She's like, I done had enough. I'm about tired. I feel like Harriet Tubman just came over here, or somebody, or Frederick Douglass even, or Nat Turner. I don't know, but I feel like all of them just came in because I felt my slavery accent coming in. Okay. Like, I'm tired of seeing you looking at these hoes the wrong way and laughing a little bit too hard, touching them a little bit too long. Okay? I'm tired of that shit. Okay? Osiris is like, it's a part of the job. It's a part of the job. I'm king. Okay? Of course women are going to want to be all over me. Okay? And she was like, but the difference is you entertaining this shit. Okay? Let they ass write their death sentence. Okay? Cause I'm about ready to chop these motherfuckers' heads off. It ain't nothing to replace these bitches. But you do it with every fucking body, okay? And I'm tired of seeing this shit. I gotta sit next to this shit all day. And then listen to motherfuckers' grievances all day. Or just look at people trying to entertain me all day, okay? And then I gotta see your punk ass over here fucking flirting out the fucking ass like you ain't fucking married. This is what her fucking conversation was every night. Some sort of that. Like I feel like she started off like really mellow. No, that's not the word. Meek. She started really meek at first. She was like, well, Osiris, I really don't like this. You know, like, I don't like how you do that. Like, I'm supposed to be your woman, you know, like, you're supposed to only have eyes for me. You know, like, we hire these women to do that. Like, they probably even tried to, like, switch. Like, okay, the women can only serve the women, and then the man can serve the men, you know. But, you know, King Osiris wasn't even down for that shit. So, it came with this territory. I don't know. But, yeah, he was on his high horse. And she started off, like very sweet. And, like, she was scared to even say this to Osiris. And Osiris didn't take it well. He got worse with it after a while. Like, he got worse. At first, he was, like, saying it like, they don't mean nothing. You don't have nothing to worry about. I love you and only you. But down the line, he was like, I'm tired of you bringing this shit up to me. Okay? And it was one day. This is the day I'm envisioning. It was one day. Okay? All that happened. And then Isis came home. And this time, she didn't say nothing. And he asked, like, did I do well? Did I do well today? Trying to act like naive, knowing damn well he didn't do well. He was being antagonizing, okay? And we would call that a narcissistic trait this day and age, right? He was antagonizing her. Like, oh, did I do well today? I don't hear your mouth. And she's like, it don't mind me anymore. Like, I feel like some like slavery shit coming in, like so somebody famous slavery story or something. was just like this. Like, they tried it, okay? But I feel like they did some Lorraine Bobbitt shit in the slavery times. But when they was in this Egyptian society, Cometian society, nah, that didn't happen. She was sitting on her bed and with her feet stretched out and laid out. She was like, it don't, like, the word she used, it was like, mine was, we would call it misplaced, but I don't think it was misplaced. It meant really like, I'm not thinking about that shit no more, okay? Because now I'm thinking of some other man. And that's what that man I was talking about earlier started doing, start thinking of another woman, or start venturing out on another woman, being interested in this other woman. And so Osiris took it like, oh, so you think you're better than me now? Or, like, he took it like, because he's King Osiris, he always wants to feel like a king. But having his wife beg him for respect and decency in public, or even at least showing her more display of affection in public, didn't sit well with him. I forgot how I started off. Sorry. But this time it didn't go around too well. Like, he's like, what? You're not mad at me? Like, so Ike and Tina Turner could be here as well, because I just got that relationship. Like, what? You ain't mad at me? You think you better? Like, you think you're better than the king? I'm the king, okay? You're supposed to be mad at me if you've been mad at me all this time. Why the sudden change? Now he's getting suspicious because he know what the fuck he be doing, okay? It's like, what the fuck? Why the sudden change, okay? Who has your mind, okay? That's why I said that mind was important, okay? That mind word, it was misplaced, but it wasn't misplaced. It was placed the right way. Like, oh, who has your mind, okay? And then Isis was like, no one has my mind. But she was saying that deliberately. Like, no one has my mind. No one got control over me, bitch. I run this motherfucking shit. I'm the queen bee up in this bitch, okay? No one got my mind, okay? Other words, none of your motherfucking business, bitch, okay? But she's like, no one got my mind. I am fully strong, okay? And you not gonna have my mind no more either. I still close, y'all. All right. Because I'm almost done. and and he gets up. Never a day in his life. Raises his scepter at Isis. Wrong thing, okay? Because Isis, then, she's laying on her bed, right? She has a pocket knife next to her bed, okay? She pulled that motherfucker out. Because he struck her with that scepter. He struck her with that scepter. And she hurried up and pulled the fucking knife out. She went to town at his ass. Yeah. Then, and when she got him on the ground, so dude, she starts chopping his ass, limb by limb. Sorry, that's graphic, huh? That's what happened. And she bags his ass up and gets into her mermaid form. She transitions. And fairies are mermaids. Mermaids are fairies. On Earth, she's like eagle-like, which is like her fairy form. She goes into the sea, and she starts dropping his pieces. like strategically in the fucking sea, the bottom of the sea. And she goes back and then tells Seth everything what happens. So that's what happened, okay? I'm not going to get too much more into it until I tell it fully on Patreon. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested in stories like that, telling the whole truth about it. I also have another YouTube where I debunk myths in the Bible. I'm going to be posting on there very soon, and I'm going to try to be more consistent over there because they've been hinting at a lot of those stories. And Yeshua and Mary Magdalene came out as well. I've already told the story, the start of Genesis, you know. I think it stops at Cain and Abel's story. And I use tarot to debunk the myths. And right now I'm using no cards. The last when I did used to do videos like this, I used to use cards and shuffle them on camera so you guys can hear. So basically, you just got a channel, a download, like full confirmation just from a smoke detector if you've been paying attention. So I'm gonna leave it here. I normally tell you guys a special thing to open your eyes, but you know, I'm just gonna leave it there just like that. But if you want, you could try to even envision, I would say try to envision what happens next in the story, if you haven't opened your eyes already, okay? Some of you guys are so obedient, like, should I open my eyes? I'm sorry, I forgot I told y'all to close your eyes. I was focused on it during the story, but when I was ending it, I meant to say open your eyes, but I didn't. So sorry, but yeah, you can try to envision like the very next thing that happens after I told you what I told you. And if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to Patreon or be on the lookout for the episodes being available for purchase separately, especially if you're interested in stories about Isis and Osiris. And you, as you see, I told you exactly where Seth was, or exactly how Seth even got in the story. And it is the whole, everything about Osiris is blamed on Seth. It had nothing to do with Seth yet. Yet, okay? But I'm gonna be going more into that maybe in another free video, but most likely in more detail on Patreon. But they wanted me to give you guys a sneak preview of like how different my information is. And so if you're paying for my information, it's the truth, first of all. But secondly, you know, I only get this information. Like the stuff that's been said already, none of that has been said. Like none of that. None of that. So, yeah. And if you want, feel free to let me know in the comments, like what you think will happen next, or you know, just the very thing you thought of, very thing you visualized before you opened your eyes. About what's next in the story, you know, because maybe even God gave you a sneak preview of what God gives me. Okay, so but yeah, so that I'm gonna end that part there, telling you the deep side story about Osiris, but I will visit what I said earlier. So what I said earlier is Osiris right now is different from what he used to be. So I just told you what Osiris used to be, and I told you a little bit about how Osiris is now based on our relationship together. And he wanted me to tell you all, like, even though that is his story, he is pissed at somebody because he's learned his lesson from that story. He learned his lesson from going through that. Because spoiler alert, you know, like after Osiris is resurrected, he becomes the king of the underworld, where he turns into a baby basically during the daytime, and then at nighttime he's this king of the underworld. So funny play on words, because in his story he always reminded motherfuckers, he's like, I'm the king, he's like, I'm the king. Like he was one of them motherfuckers. Like he not like them motherfuckers in the Bible, them kings in the Bible where they just listen to anybody's shit blindly. Like he was like, no, I'm the king, I run this shit, okay? So but knowing his story like that, he's like, I learned my lesson. Like I learned my lesson to not be a narc, or to not be what we would call a fuckboy today, or a womanizer, or something. I've learned that. But the person or the people, if you believe in reincarnation, this will apply. But if you don't, you don't have to take it. But reincarnation includes a lot of our souls being spread out in different people, and that's why they're called soul mates. And soul mates don't always have to be romantic, they could be platonic. So but right now he is currently pissed with people who are incarnated as his soul, or being used as the vessel for his soul, or however you guys look at it. He's mad at those people he's assigned or been assigned to, okay, if that helps you understand it better too. The people he's been assigned to, and who basically act out those type of characteristics, and they continue to do so and not learning their lesson. Something big like being killed and resurrected hasn't happened to them yet, but it haven't happened to them physically yet, if they're able to continue to do it, but it's happened to them spiritually. And in the spiritual sense, Osiris learned his lesson. But a lot of people are even bypassing that point and not learning their lesson. So Osiris is getting so pissed and taking his spirit away, walking away, aka walking away. Because I believe our vessel is inside the soul. The soul is way bigger than us. And sometimes the soul will pack up their shit and walk away from your ass, and you'll be lingering in thin air and roaming aimlessly and purposelessly. I think that's what it is. Without a purpose, okay? You'll be roaming like that. And but he is pissed at a lot of people. So that equates back to even God taking people anointing away, like what you've been blessed with, what you've been inhabited with. Those things are being taken away, and that's equivalent to God turning their back on it. Because Osiris, in reality, like on his incarnation, he was considered a king, in relation to his constituents. But yeah, now I'm getting tired. I thought I was about to see the sun come up. I don't think I can. But yeah, so he but at the end of the day, he was a god. He was an incarnation of God. And you see how I was just saying, like, how now his soul is inhabiting many people, and so, but he's taking his soul back. Like, it's like he's collecting his energy back. It's also even bringing me to the story in the Bible when they gave three people, like God gave three people like the same amount of money, and they all and made them do, and left. God left, and came back and asked them what they did with it, and then rewarded them or took their blessings away based on what they chose to do with it. And I feel like that's what's happening now with Osiris and his spirits. Like, he's like taking like got this big ass bag. I'm like that Santa Claus be fucking holding. Like, he's taking his souls, like pieces of his soul or something, from people who inhabit him, and they're not learning the lessons. Because it's like, it's one thing to just apologize and then be like, okay, that person you're apologizing to is not going to bring it up. But it's another when that person apologized and then this person doesn't bring it up, but they're forced to bring it up because this behavior continues to happen and remind them of this thing that they had to say sorry for. So it's like, oh yeah, I can forgive but not forget. It's like, okay, I could take that literally, especially if you continue to do the same thing over and over again. Because Osiris, after that happened, he was not that person no more. He was like, oh, what the fuck was I thinking? Isis gave his ass a reality check. I'm telling you. But anyway, but yeah, but he gets mad because he understands, that person people could be, who he was, but like them resurrecting, dying and resurrecting figuratively, spiritually, is not allowing them to learn. I mean, it's not forcing them to learn the lesson for some reason. It's not allowing him to learn the lesson, allowing them to learn the lesson for some reason. So I hope that this message blessed you, and you enjoyed it. Osiris, thank you so much for your energy today. I hope I did you justice. But Lady Isis, I hope I did you justice. It's so funny because when I first met Lady Isis, she's this sweet person, she is still sweet. Even though she did that, she's still sweet. But I also have 4 kittens. Hi, you guys. And normally when Jesus kids come in, because he had 4 kids, my kittens, I'll sense their presence, and I probably did, but I was just so engrossed in telling this story, and trying to make sure I stay coherent, and you guys could continue following me, because I get nervous about that, especially how they channel to me. I'll come in and be like, okay, I will flow with you, okay, but I need to know what way I'm going, okay. I'm not trying to force your message now, okay, but it could be hard, especially if you say something, you don't remember everything you said. It's not like somebody writing everything I say and I'm reading something. I literally spit from the mouth. And so someone's spit is very important. Yeah, so when I first met her, I thought she was just a sweet woman, wouldn't do anything, and I partially knew that, when they first told me this Osiris and Isis story, I was like, nope. I already knew the domestic violence. It was something dealing with domestic violence with them. I didn't know the full story, and they slowly but surely start folding it out and towards me. And then the only reason why I was able, I told such a kind of long story now is because of that new part that I was just talking about. But most of that story is basically what they want me to say, but I have more, I do have more when it comes to that, especially if you're interested in look out for that. If you don't want to subscribe to Patreon or a membership platform where you pay one set price a month, you definitely could purchase each episode like that separately. So but let me know in the comments if you don't do anything else. Let me know how you like that. Because I was kind of nervous about it, because I do things like this where I introduce the thing and I use the cards to confirm. I don't need the cards, but sometimes I'm just iffy about saying the things that they only give to me, because I'm there's no proof anywhere. I can't Google it and be okay, make sure I'm saying this exactly right. If it's not on Google, if it's not on Google and I'm going off of memory or what they're saying to me at the time, it gets kind of hard. And like I said, I'm very nervous about staying coherent, because I feel like I can't, because of how they give me the information sometimes. So but yeah, I just thought she was this sweet woman, but I knew it was something behind the story of Osiris and Isis. It's something dealing with domestic violence or something. I was nah, Seth didn't just kill Osiris for no reason, okay? And for jealousy, nah, they was all kings, like I said, King Osiris made sure motherfuckers knew he was a king, and that's how Seth was, and Seth was more this low-key person, he literally, if he had the option to lead, he wouldn't, but he's good at it, you know, like he's good at teaching, he's good at leading and stuff like that. And Seth gets a bad rep, you know, like he's a Satan and he's really not, you know. But so like that's why I tell stories. I'm telling these type of stories from them, from that perspective, because like there's a lot of personalities that need to be redeemed, and you know, so we won't continue to perpetuate wrong information. You know, we got to pass the truth to these generations, not like watered down lies. You know, but yeah, so and my kittens, yeah, they normally come up when I talk about Jesus. And one of my kittens was named Isis, and like she loved to fight, and I didn't think that about her when I named her Isis. Like I didn't think that about Isis. And then after a while, like especially after my kitten passed, because she was actually the first one to pass on. And they told me before she even, you know, passed on, like they told me Isis wasn't supposed to be here. Like she came. She wasn't. It was really supposed to have been 3 kittens. And if you're new here, I have 4 kittens by their mother, my aunt, my baby, and they all passed on, and then their mother passed on, my aunt. And their names were Ra Amen Shu. I originally named him Amen Shu, and then but I also included Ra in that interpretation because he's first, and I didn't think about it like that, because I thought like when I said Amen Ra, you know, like it included Ra and Amen Ra and then Shu as well. But Ra was like, if he's named after me, why am I not in the name? So I changed it to Ra Amen Shu. And and it was funny because when I changed it to that, you know, like Rob was trying to say like Rob misses me, you know, like misses me, you know, like, and but he was saying it in a way like I'm thinking about you type of way, like, because he can't really miss me because he's always with me. Like that man, he it's so funny when he shows me that he's looking at me like like he's silly. He because he shows me like stop. Because when I first met him, because as soon as I met Rod, like I had this instant connection. Like I knew him already because I immediately thought like Rod names me his eyes on the sparrow. Like I never like stops looking at the sparrow, and he gives me this funny vision every time. Like when I think about that, like him being away from me, he like, shit, I ain't never away from you. And he'll show me this like far ass eye in the clouds, like really high up in the clouds, like, yeah, I see you. Like I still see you. And then he comes in the form of the eagle, and eagles like go really high and see really low. So it's so funny, like, but he gives me like it's the same vision, but it's like how he shows it sometimes, like the camera like zooms out and zooms up at a weird angle. It's so cute. It's so cute. He's like, nah, I'm right here. Okay, I'm right here. So but yeah, and recently I recorded a video, and I was expressing like the story that triggered me for a long time. And I used to be like, just didn't like to talk about at all. And interesting about it, it was like Rod didn't know that happened to me, because they hid it from Ra. They know how crazy Ra is for me. And I think I started off saying something like that. But like they hid it, like Mother God hid it from Ra. Like, and I was like confused. I'm like, how could you hide something from Ra? Like Ra shows me this eye all the time. Like he sees everything I go through. But it was a way like that situation was like cloaked from his visibility, because they knew like this person wouldn't been able to get to this point if he knew about it. Like I'm just saying like that, like literally, like she would not be alive today if he knew about what she did to me when she did it. Sorry, like That's how crazy he is about me, especially when you violate my bubble. So I'm still debating on what I'm calling it at this moment. I can't remember what I called it. Oh, I think it's called, like, it was your business, not theirs, or something like that. And it was supposed to have been about my mommy Cleo, but like I said, she's stalling with all types of videos before her video. So, but yeah, so, yeah, she cloaked that situation from his vision, and the first time he heard that story, I was very surprised. Like, I was like, how could you do that with Father God? But at the end of the day, if you really believe, Mother God is more powerful. I mean, Mother God is the only one that could create a guy, like a mother is the only one that could create a son, Hey, Tupac, hey, Will, like I forget what song is that? Hate the babies that raise the... Keep your head up. If you're fed up, keep your head up. But it says, like, soon we'll have a race of babies who hate the ladies that make the babies. And since the only woman it could create one, a man can't tell her when to win, when to create one, something like that. So sorry, I try to remember his lyrics. I really do. I be trying to, like, because I love Tupac a lot, and even if I don't remember everything of his lyrics, like, I like to remember the sentiment of his lyrics. Him and Biggie. So hey, Biggie, Left Eye, Tupac, Nipsey, Young Dog, hey y'all. So, like, though, even, yeah, see, like, those people, I like to listen to their music as if, like, they're actually telling a story and giving me a message, and not, like, focus so much on how the music goes. I really, like, it's easier for me that way. But, like, not everybody does that. If you do, that's probably why, like, it's because, like, because sometimes, like, if I were to explain it, if I were to be like, okay, if somebody were to ask me, let's just say, if somebody were to ask me, what do you think about rap? Like, or do you like rap? It would be hard for me to answer that, because, like, I don't look at them as just rappers. Like, I look at them as literal artists, and I don't like all rap music, like, I wouldn't, like, so I would, it would be hard for me to, like, answer that. But, like, if you told me, what do I think about this artist? Like, I wouldn't even be like, yeah, I think they're a great rapper. Like, that would be the last thing I say. I probably won't even mention the word, the word rapper, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, so he says, like, so when Mother God told me, like, yeah, I cloaked him from knowing about that, I couldn't believe that could happen. But then I thought back to that, like, how Mother God really is powerful, like, she's Neith, and Neith is said to be Ra's mom, so mother energy. So I could believe it. And Mother Mutt could also be here, because Neith and Mutt, they give me the same energy. So that's Empress energy. So yeah, so he told me, like, so after he heard that story on the video that I just recorded, I haven't even published it yet as I'm recording this. He was pissed. He was pissed at everybody, including Mother God. But he's cute pissed at Mother God, because he does anything for Mother God, and he understands. But he was pissed at everybody else who, like, helped Mother God keep it under wraps and knew about it. So he told them, he gave them order, like, I want to know everything that happens with her, like, and this is after he's already been giving me the visions of how he looks at me, all, like, he has surveillance on me a lot, like, everything I do, like, everything I do. And I think it's so cute, because he does it, like, I know he does it out of protection, but I know he does it out of love too. Like, it's beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful obsession that, like, Father God thought this here too, because he's obsessed with me that way too. But like, but yeah, so And Father God thought to me is, he's a thought away, and he don't motherfucking play. See, and yeah, so he hit. I don't even know if even thought was included in knowing about that, or was it hidden from him. I honestly think it was hidden from him too, because Father God thought likes to be called Ra, so anyway. But yeah, I told that story, and I say that all to say, I told that story, and then and he was pissed at people for hiding that from him, and and it just made him want to be closer to me. You went through that, he, like it makes me want to cry, because it's he's like this loving dad. How dare they do that to you, her. But yeah, so if you are interested in stuff like that, check out that video. It's something dealing with your business and not theirs. I think that's what it's going to be called, but I haven't settled on the title at this moment, so but look out for it. And if I do change it so far where you guys won't be able to notice it, I will put it in the description box of this video so you can find it easy. Okay, so if you are interested, check it out, if you haven't seen it already as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go. That was so beautiful, Rod. And before I start crying, and I know when I'm about to start crying, I'm talking about Rod. That's really Rod crying, okay? And he don't like people to know he crying, okay? The sun was setting, okay? He's so silly. Yeah. Stop. Or put them onions in some cold fucking water, okay? All right, so thank you again, Osiris, Lady Isis, for that, yeah. And then, yeah, because I was talking about my cancer, Lady Isis, and fighting and stuff, and that's what that story entailed. Someone fought me, and, and I wasn't able to hit them back. And all this went down, and Rod didn't know about it. But it was for a reason. He needed to know about it now. Mother God said, this is why now. And if you haven't already, you should check out... what was that? God made you... Oh, yeah, I think I mentioned the same video earlier, so it's coming up again. So God made you remember this, wants you to remember this, so that you won't feel bad for them. Or if you start feeling bad for them, you won't be caring at all, or something like that. That's what it's titled. And that's my second time bringing it up. So definitely check that out. And you'll see. And I think you'll even understand this mother God and Father God Ra relationship as well, because so Hathor is here. Yeah, so I didn't even name all my cats. Sorry, that's because I started talking about Ra. Sorry, but yeah, so Ra Amashu was the only boy, and then it was Hathor. She was the last one to pass on, and she talked. And then Nephthys, this oh my God, she's so awesome. I could tell she was a special one. And Nephthys also could be a man, so a boy and a girl. She had the Sphinx energy. So hi, Sphinxy. Loves to be called a woman, but it could be man and woman. And Isis. So those are my 4 cats: Ra Amashu, Hathor, Nephthys, and Isis. And they said that Isis wasn't supposed to come. They were telling me that when they were still alive. And Isis, because I was like, Isis, you be fighting. Every time I picked her up, she'll be swinging on me. I'll be like, one day I told her, I was like, girl, you get on my nerves with all this. she never let me forget it, because I felt bad about it. I was like, I wasn't trying to do it because they passed on, and I'm just like, nah, I didn't mean to say that to you. But she understood what I meant, because she didn't really get on my nerves like that, but that's how much she used to just scratch me every time. I'm like, you only some days old and weeks old now, why you got so much fight in you, but yeah, so and then when they told me that Isis wasn't supposed to come, they gave me this image of because they came on this rocket ship or spaceship, and like she jumped in the spaceship and she wasn't supposed to come. And she felt like she needed to come because she wanted to fight. Okay, and then so after having Isis and then her passing on, when Isis would come up in my readings in general, like her as the cat or her as, you know, like herself in my cards and stuff, she started giving me more of that fighter energy. Is because like her name should be like, or one of her names is actually fighter. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. One of her names is fighter, okay? She's the goddess of 10,000 names. One of the motherfuckers got fighter in it or mean fighter inherently, okay? Because ever since then, I couldn't think of Isis more, because I used to call her Mother Lady Isis, like all that sweet stuff, you know, like I never thought of her as like this kmow energy. Yeah, she was giving me kmow energy. Started getting me kmow energy. You know, I don't know if you heard that chirp, but I felt like that chirp was loud. Like kmow. So kmow and Durga could be around you. Mother and daughter relationship. Demeter and Persephone could be around you. Demeter, husband, Hades, you know, like see, and we spoke about Seth, you know, because Hades also gets a bad rep, you know, but he would give his life. He would give his life to save his family, literally. Okay, so, but to cap it all off, said all I had to say. I know there's many segues at the end, but you know, maybe I'll just, you know, timestamp at least the end. You know, like the segues, all the segues, cute stories. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you'll see it by now. If you want to rewatch it, in case you want to rewatch a certain part, but yeah, so yeah. Osiris is mad at this fuckboy nigga because this fuckboy nigga just refuses to learn the lesson. So he, Osiris, so it's many fuckboy niggas, but it's particular fuckboy nigga. Or this could be a fuckboy woman as well. But I feel like maybe she's that like good girl gone bad energy. Okay. Rihanna, higher self, or Rhiannon could be here because Rhiannon's higher self is Rihanna, basically. But Rhiannon is about the muse, you know, like, so somebody is musing together, someone's finding someone as an inspiration or something like that. Or it could even represent the crossroads. Somebody is approaching a serious decision, and I was talking about that at the beginning of this reading. But yeah, so Osiris is like mad at many of these fuckboys because they keep doing the same shit and then going back to apologize, confusing motherfuckers, like the kids, the family, all this type of stuff, confusing motherfuckers instead of owning up to their mistakes. So now Osiris is really packing his shit, putting his shit in his bag and leaving, okay, from a lot of these people. So especially if you feel like you're with a narc right now and you're a woman interested in men, or, you know, even whatever, whoever you're interested in, anybody could be a narc, even these women. But if you like this is heavily focused on lovers, I'm getting, but you know, like, you could be a person who's affected by that as being the family member or the daughter or the son or something like that. Like, you're gonna notice Osiris' presence in your life through that, you know, because, you know, if you're experiencing this person is because this person was, you know, Osiris was present in this person at one point in time. And then whether it's now that he walked away or in the past he's already walked away, you're going to start noticing it. Especially if you came across this reading and any part resonated, especially when it comes to Osiris and you dealing with a certain type of relationship like that. And some of you motherfuckers who are dealing with that relationship, you feel like you gonna snap. You become numb or something like that. You feel like you're gonna snap. So this reading probably was just in time for those who are contemplating that. Nah, don't do that. Osiris is about to walk out in a minute, and that means that person is gonna walk away in a minute. Okay. Walk away. They don't have to literally just walk away voluntarily. It may be involuntarily, because now Isis is in her fighting energy. Father God, Mother God is in their fighting energy. Okay. So they about to, it's either y'all gonna go down with the fight or without a fight by walking away voluntarily, knowing when you've lost, knowing when there is no hope for this situation anymore, for yourself anymore, unless you take a responsibility and accountability and earn some, and learn some respect. I was about to say earn some respect. Yeah, you need to earn some respect so you can boost your ego enough, okay? But, you need to learn respect as well. So, all right, I'm gonna go. Thanks again, once again, Osiris. All the other energies that came in today. Mother and Father God, Mommy Mare, King Teddy, my daddy, my buddy. Okay, I love you. Yeah, and King Tut is a son of Ra. So Amun Ra energy. So hi, Amun Ra. But like that means like that's a Father God incarnation, and King Tut was just getting up in there, when he passed on, but he started doing this at a really young age. So, and that's what Osiris and them, they were born into royalty. And that's why when I first heard that story about like Seth being jealous of Osiris, so he killed him, I was like, nah, that's the furthest from the truth. Why would, no, that can't happen. All of them were kings and queens, empress and divine beings, okay? All of them, okay? But Osiris got beside himself, started smelling up his ass too much, okay? So they clipped his wings, and Isis literally clipped his ass, okay? Clipped his ass up like paper machete or something. I don't know. Is that something? I feel like that's something where you do. You cut paper really fast, or different pieces and stuff. Like that's literally how she did his body, man. Anyway, so the other lady, I really hope I did you justice, because I wanted to do you right by that, and tell them the truth about even what you went through, had to go through, had to resort to, and what motherfuckers are thinking about doing. And this may be trigger alert for someone, and I'm sorry I didn't say it in the past, but trigger alert. But even now, I'm getting this disturbing download. Like, this was very important for a woman to hear, because they were on the verge of snapping, and some were even on the verge of snapping, killing everybody, including their kids. The woman was gonna kill the husband, kill her kids and herself. She felt like she's no one without this man, but he's causing nothing but heartache and pain. And so now God has to step in, because now you're gonna try to claim the lives of innocent children. So I'm glad you came across this reading, though. I hope it really changed your mind. Hope it really made you evaluate the precious lives you're responsible for. They will take out the trash for you. You don't need to do that. Because this lady feels stuck. I feel her. She feels stuck. She don't want to give up what she has, but she's tired of being treated like this by this motherfucker. So she's thinking about snapping, and she's gonna end up killing. What is that? I forget what it's called. Like when you kill yourself too, like a homicide, suicide. So like I said, trigger warning. But like I feel like this lady is here. This lady is here. She thought about it. You don't have to do it. That ain't your part of the story. Okay? So, and if you need someone to talk to, just email me. Email me. I'll give you a free venting shush. Okay? Yeah, and if you guys are interested in any services, they are in the description box, and I do that includes venting sessions. But like this person, if you tell me that that's your story, it's free. Okay, you'll see my prices. You about to get something for free. Okay, because I feel like these, and I feel like it's two girls. Oh my God, I don't know if y'all heard that chirp. Oh goodness. Okay. Yes. So, and I don't mean to laugh up around this, but yeah. Yeah, so this person really is here, and I really hope you get the courage to reach out to me. Your shit you'll be confidential. I know. I almost feel like I know this person. Damn, and that's probably why I'm starting to feel heavy about it now. But yeah, don't do it. That ain't your part. That ain't your part to do right now. I mean, no, never for you. That's not, no. It can't happen. That can't happen like that. Okay, can't happen like that. So don't force it. Okay, you will suffer dire consequences. You think you just gonna end up in hell? Nah, you will be living hell. Okay, and your family is gonna get to watch that. Okay, do not do that. Please don't. And I have to be a little stern about that too, because sometimes people have to come to reality through tough love. Like they would say, this tough love. Like you got to come through to reality, like that boot camp mindset. Like when a child is sent to boot camp or something. Like sometimes you need that, like stern and firmness, to know like this is not a serious thing, but I understand. I really understand where you could be coming from. And I'm willing to give you a free venting session if you need to vent. I won't tell nobody. Confidential. If you want to give me something so I won't tell nobody, I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to bribe you, but I don't know what qualifies it, for, if I'm not giving, like, if I'm giving you something for free, you don't owe me nothing or something like that. I don't know, but hey. If it's incriminating, make it not incriminating if you know. But I don't think that's something you should want to do, okay? And I shouldn't even get in trouble for knowing that. Like, people should be comfortable to come to people like that about those intrusive thoughts. And they shouldn't be labeled crazy or put into an institution, okay? Because of that. So, yeah, and I guess I'll sing, all right. I'll say my poem because I touch on that, because I too was, I didn't suffer with the type of thoughts that would include me hurting someone, beside myself. Let's just say that, but I understand. I just understand. I understand even if it does include those people, because I understand the capacity people will be willing to go for their children. Because that's what it's coming from. I watched the Game of Thrones. Cersei was like that. She was willing to kill her child. When they was about to come in and take the throne from her, and then her dad came in and said, it's over, we won. Out of nowhere, like at the last second. So I'm like literally catching somebody at the last second. Like, you don't need to do that. You better not do that. Don't do it. I'm not threatening you, but I'm letting you know, don't do it. It's not gonna give you the result that you want. I'm telling you, it's worse off. Okay. All right. So yeah, I wrote a poem. It's called "Let's Not Pretend." Then I turned it to a rap, so I'm gonna rap it. See, and like I like to rap, but I don't consider myself a rapper because they're gonna be thinking I'm starting to look manly, and I'm gonna be walking around here looking like Stanley. Stop. Because Spirit asked me why don't I want to be labeled a rapper, and I told them that, and they said, "See, you gave us an answer in a rap song." It's scared right over somebody. So my poem is called, or rap is called, "Let's Not Pretend." Damn. I forgot how to start. Oh my God. Oh, I am the GOAT. I am the soul that God wants me to be. I am truly me, and that includes the one I used to be. The one that isn't afraid of where they come from, even if it's from that place where they call people dumb. My mind used to play tricks on me, but I forgive it because we just did not understand each other fully. I admit it. Yeah, I said it. Even when they committed me, I couldn't forget it. And I'm glad that I didn't, because admitting it meant that I was almost done and close to the victory that I already won. The one I hope for the most as I sit and make my toast and watch and see the world tell me that my peeps and celebrities did things that stopped them on the road to where they needed to be. I forgive them too, but I be doing it to let they ass know that I ain't scared of you, and I never will be. Oh, best believe me. You've done too much and you walked away freely. And to the ones still fighting you, you better watch your back too, before they get bored and want to snuff your light too. Nah, I'm cool. You showing me enough. Now I must grab my stuff before you try to huff and puff and blow my house down. Oh no, man. You'll never make me frown again. Ooh, wait. Let's just not pretend. You don't like our man, and I don't say this to offend. I'm just saying that I can spend time playing a quite enjoyable game of pretend with my kids. Okay, so that is my poem. Let's not pretend again. And when I bring my poems out, Maya Angelou and Toni Morrison comes out, but especially Zora Neale Hurston comes out for that one because she made me stop what I was doing with her and was like, okay, now write your own poem. And that's what I came up with. And it has many meanings. And every time I recite it, I get a different meaning from it, or a different reason why I needed to recite it. And what even stuck out to me was like, you don't like our men part, because I don't even just say like men, like I meant men, like actual male people, but and melanated male people, I would just say, or just colored, what would they call it, like non-white, I guess. I'm trying to like, because it is not just like black or African American people I'm referring to. I'm referring to even colored men, like people with color, melanin in their skin. So I mean that, but I also mean like us as a people, like even including non-white. I mean, including actual white people. And I don't say this to offend. Yeah, so I don't say this to offend. But it's just like you don't like our mindset of people. You don't like our group of people, whether they're colored or not now, that's what I got from that. Like, you don't like certain groups of people. So you deal with us accordingly, and you act like you don't think of it that way, but you do. You prejudge a lot. And when I'm saying you, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just talking about whoever this applies to. It may not even apply to you at all. You may not even never experience anything I'm talking about right now. But I felt the need to point out that line particularly. Because like I said, I recite it and get a different meaning of why I should have recited it every time. And I read the poem, and or I hear the poem, because I didn't even read it this time. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, like one part I kind of forgot it, and it's because I was getting another thought at the time. Like, Bobby Christina is really close to me, and like it's almost like she was like coming into that poem with me or something. Like, maybe a friend is coming in, a cousin is coming in, because I call her cousin Bobby Christina. But also like daddy issues are coming up, scratching my arm right now, so she could be a fairy right now on my arm or something. But like that video I kept bringing up about God making you remember this so you know how you feel, like I mentioned her and her mom's relation. I mean, a huge part of her story, basically. And I think because it's coming up now, and I was literally rapping a poem, and her energy kept coming up. Someone really needs to hear that, especially oh my god, like if it's something similar, like I said, apply, like someone wanting to do, take themselves out and their family out, or something similar. If that happened to someone like close to them, like where their whole family was taken out, and then that person took themselves out, but it wasn't you that that applies to. I feel like y'all need to watch that video if y'all haven't already, especially the part I'm talking about Bobby Christina, because she was really heavy in my story in that. And her and Whitney Houston came out as soon as I started this reading, and then she came out again on my poem. And Bobby Christina and Whitney Houston, they're the epitome of what Demeter and Persephone used to be on this earth. And look at that. And Hades was Persephone's dad. And I brought up daddy issues because Bobby Christina feels a certain type of way about her dad. And right now, on how he handled things before and after her death, all of that, and I guess she wanted me to say that, and that's a man that they're pointing out. So, but Hades also, was said to have kidnapped Persephone. So, so a kidnapping could be highlighted as well. They're bringing out especially with a sibling or something. It could be with a son or a daughter, but I get heavy if it is like son or daughter. Is a daughter heavy, and but if it's like a sibling or something, it could be a boy. So a boy could be about to get kidnapped. The youngest boy. So that's confirmation for somebody. I was supposed to be closing up, so I'm gonna close up now. But yeah, so I'm gonna link that video in the description box, so you can find it easier, because it keeps coming up. This is like the third time they brought this video up, and I forgot, like, certain videos, like I be like, I don't even be wanting to rewatch the video, like it will have me so emotional, like it's so. And like I said earlier, my mom cried for 3 days after that. So, or I didn't say 3 days, but she cried for a long time after that. And but yeah, so I'm about to go. I'm tired now. And I hope that you enjoyed this message. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to become a part of this kingdom of God we're building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot. I love to come on here and tell you all what God wants to say. God and Goddess, God and God's team, however you resonate, your spirit team, your masters, your higher selves. Like, I love to deliver and relay their messages, the angels, or your loved ones, your ancestors, my ancestors. I love to say what they need to say, and I thank them for choosing me to be a vessel. Also, Ozzy could be here. Some people call him a Chosy. He's very close to me. Thank you. I actually, because they told me before I started this reading as well, and I forgot that fast. But they right before I started this reading, they were telling me how Asi is related to Osiris, because Osiris names breaks down to us, like basically Osiris, like we are like he's the eye or something, like he sees a lot, like so he's seeing so much that he's like, I'm done, like so but Ochozy, I also relate him back to like choosing someone as a vessel, and that's relating back to anointing being taken away. So and then also, like, you can look at it as Akasi, and I think of that as Akashic records. So something deep down, like someone's not supposed to have access to somebody in the first place, and then something secret people weren't supposed to have access to in general got out about a particular person. So that's what Asi could be saying as well. And I do have my prayer reads on, so I'm gonna get y'all a random message since Orisha energy's coming out. Okay, let's see. Okay, who is this? I'm in the dark. Oh, this is Oshun and Ogun. Oshun and Ogun. I love it. This is funny. This is funny. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. So I'm getting like a man is very bitter over a woman leaving. So he's trying to get revenge. Like, so I'm getting like a friend, a guy friend could have hooked up with his friend's like current girlfriend or ex. But I'm even getting now like they're the person who got cheated on first is gonna be with somebody they used to be with or something like that, or they used to like or have a crush, or I don't know. As revenge. Okay, so I'm getting that from Ogun and Oshun coming out. But you're gonna be seeing the colors yellow, green, and black. Especially if you're suspecting something like that of someone. Now I'm wishing I had my cards because I wanted to pull out my enemies deck. Excuse me. To see exactly what more they had to say about that. But I'm getting, like if you see yellow, green, and black together, they're confirming that this message it was applying to you, or they're trying to put you up on game about what's really happening or something like that. What's happening behind your back. Don't be surprised if a nigga roll up with a bitch you used to deal with, and this bitch you liked her, so but she a bitch because she should have loyalty. Okay, so this bitch ain't got an ounce of loyalty, and the man don't either. Okay, so they deserve unloyal motherfuckers. Okay. But yeah, but also like something with a knife is significant, a machete. I feel like I said that word already. Oh, paper machete or something like that. But yeah, the actual machete knife, that's important. I'm getting that. Like somebody about to, like even Ogun could be helping you cut through obstacles, cut through the woods. Like someone could be having to live in the woods, a homeless situation. But they're gonna get out of that very soon. And they could be with their significant other. Oh yeah, it could be close to you. Oh yeah, it's Shango. Energy and their judgment energy, they bring the storm. So if it's lightning or thundering where you are, before or after that you see this reading, that situation is applying to you as well. Judgment, someone is in judgment, if it's you or someone close to you that you've been needing to see judgment from. And I think I mentioned something like that earlier in a reading as well. I can't remember exactly what it was, but if you called somebody, it can mean two things. Like you could be an empath, but also God wanted you to, I think see like that what you requested to happen to this person is actually happening or something like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go now after the 50th time. But I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and please show me that appreciation by liking it, rewatch it over if you have to. I don't know, but but let me know in the comments. I will respond. I'm really big on acknowledgments if you feel comfortable, or email me, especially if any of this serious, like real, all my shit is serious. I don't do this for entertainment purposes only. Okay. And if you are a tarot reader and you say that anywhere, see, I didn't even say that disclaimer. Like, I be trying to get y'all a break, so somebody still hasn't taken that for your entertainment purposes shit off. wherever they display their content, because you're fired now. And remember, I even said that earlier, like somebody's like being like that access is being dwindled and dwindled and dwindled. I think I said that earlier too. But see, a lot of that stuff makes sense. It's coming around full circle. So Mother Gigi is here, the world card. Okay, you can be dealing with the Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio. Okay. But yeah, so it ain't over. I'm getting that song, It Ain't Over. And I'm sorry if y'all like me singing, and I haven't been singing. But like I said, my mommy be putting spell work on me, and she be attacking me with illness. So sometimes it hurts to sing, and I don't like how I sound right now or something like that. But I gave y'all a few tunes at the beginning. Okay, stop being spoiled. That's being spoiled. And I rapped for you. I rapped, okay? Somebody's spoiled. I love it though. I like that you like what you would see, and you like a lot of me, okay? Thank you. But if you do like what you see and you want more of me, and if you haven't subscribed and joined this family, what are you waiting on, baby? Okay, join our tribe. Okay, please subscribe and like the video. That really helps us spread this message and get close to achieving our goal in building God's kingdom through tarot. Yes, through tarot. Okay. Bye. I love you all so much. Please come back and visit me in the future and kiss your kids for me. Hug them for me. Okay. Hug them for me. Only you know what you're facing. I understand though. I'm here with you in solidarity. I'm sorry if you felt put on blast, if that is applying, if those were your thoughts. Thought is really here, but if those were your thoughts, I'm so sorry. Okay. If you felt like I put you on blast, but remember, only you know, because whoever I'm tapping into, or the people I'm tapping into, they only know. They didn't share this with nobody else. Okay. So your secret is safe with me. And like I said, if you hit me up, okay. But it got to be around the time I post it, okay? Don't come years later and be like, oh, it applies to me. I want a free Vincent sesh. Nah, okay? It got to apply later. I mean, divine, you're going to see this reading when you need to see it, but I won't be offering a free venting sesh, okay? You can tell me what's going on email, though. You can do it. You can do all the work, okay? But I ain't going to sit there and listen on the phone, or, however you want to contact me for this venting sesh. So take me up on that offer, y'all. The email is in the description box, and also my email is in the description box for anything else. I have links for birth chart readings, extended, to be purchased separately, if you're interested. So all that information is in the description box. All right. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Again, kiss your kids for me and hug them for me. That came from God and Goddess particularly. Say God and Goddess, okay? Mother, Father, God gave you this hug and the kiss, okay? All right, y'all. Anything you want in this reading to come true or be brought to light, I hope it does for you and for you soon. Bye. I really try to wave goodbye like I can see. Bye.